of the biggest reasons people stop composting is not because composting is difficult, it's because the system that they built requires too much constant effort to maintain. So if compost becomes another daily chore that needs continual attention, most people eventually fall behind and the pile either dries out or becomes overloaded or gets abandoned altogether. But compost works very differently when it's designed as part of a larger garden system. So instead of trying to manage every detail, the goal becomes creating a setup that works quietly in the background with very little ongoing effort. When the system is designed well, compost becomes something that just naturally fits into the rhythm of the garden instead of constantly competing for your time. So the first step is choosing a location that makes compost easy to do consistently. So one of the most common mistakes is placing the compost pile too far away from the areas where materials are naturally being generated. So the pile is inconvenient to reach, it becomes much harder to maintain over time. So ideally, the compost system should sit close to the garden, near the kitchen garden entrance, or along the path that's already part of your normal daily movement around the property. So the easier it is to access, the more naturally materials will flow into the system without extra effort. Now the second step is building enough compost space from the beginning. So many people start with a single small bin, but over time they quickly run out of room. So a simple 3-bin system usually works much better because it allows different stages of compost to happen simultaneously. So one bin can be actively receiving fresh materials, another can be partially breaking down, and the third can be finishing and curing. So this creates a steady flow through the system instead of forcing everything into one constantly overloaded pile. So the bins themselves, they don't need to be complicated or expensive. Simple wire fencing, wooden pallets, hardware cloth, or basic lumber structures can all work well. So compost biology, it really doesn't care what the bin looks like or if it's perfect. So what matters more is airflow, moisture balance, and the ease of use. So one of the biggest improvements that you can make to a compost system is creating easy access to brown materials. So many compost problems happen simply because gardeners run out of dry, carbon-rich materials at the wrong time. Kitchen scraps and green garden waste are constantly being generated throughout the season, but if there's no leaves, straw, or shredded cardboard or dry plant material nearby, the pile quickly becomes wet and compacted. So over time, that imbalance slows down the whole system. So one of the simplest ways to prevent this is by storing brown materials directly beside the compost area. So a pile of leaves, a straw bale, or a container of shredded cardboard. This makes it really easy to cover the fresh materials immediately as they're added to the pile. So one way to get brown materials is just to go mow the lawn and then let the clippings dry, and then you can pile them up. This way they become brown material instead of green. So having a pile of brown material next to the compost bin prevents many common compost problems before they even begin. So another important part of building a low-maintenance compost system is understanding that not every pile needs to be managed aggressively. Many gardeners assume that compost must be constantly turned, measured, and monitored to work properly. But in the backyard garden systems, compost will break down naturally over time with surprisingly little intervention. So turning can help speed the process up by introducing oxygen back into the pile, but it's often optional rather than necessary. In many cases, simply maintaining reasonable moisture levels and balancing the green and brown materials is enough to keep the system functioning well. So water management also plays a major role in whether the compost becomes easy or frustrating. So compost piles exposed to constant heavy rain often become saturated and compacted, while piles fully exposed to intense summer sun may dry out quickly. So a partially shaded location or a simple cover can help moderate both extremes and stabilize the conditions throughout the growing season. So the size of the system matters too. So small piles, smaller than a 3 by 3 by 3 foot, they tend to fluctuate rapidly in temperature and moisture. And larger piles of at least 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet, they hold moisture better, maintaining more stable biological activity. And these often require less attention over time. So in many cases, bigger compost systems are actually easier to manage than very small ones. So one thing that changes composting completely is when the garden itself starts supporting the compost system. So leaves from the garden, crop residue, grass clippings, pulled plants, kitchen scraps, mulch material, and cover crops all begin cycling back into the soil instead of leaving the property. So at that point, the compost stops feeling like a separate task and starts becoming part of the natural flow of the garden. So this is really the larger goal behind the less work gardening system. So instead of constantly importing fertility and solving problems with outside inputs, the garden gradually becomes more self-supporting over time. So the amount of effort required to maintain the garden often decreases as this system matures. So if you want composting to become easier, focus less on managing everyday details and more on building a system that naturally supports the process, place the compost where it's easy to access, build enough space from the beginning, keep brown materials nearby, and protect the pile from moisture extremes and allow the biology to just do the work it was designed to do over time. So compost is one of those simple practices that quietly affects everything in the garden, but it's just one part of a larger system. If you'd like to see how all the pieces fit together, I put together a free guide called Grow More Food with Less Work, the 8-Step Abundance Garden System, where I walk through the simple foundation of the system that we use here on the farm to make gardening easier, simpler, and more productive. The link is in the description below.